I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Jaguars going up against the Raiders.
Larry, thank you very much. A steady shower falling right now, and that's going to be the norm throughout this one. We are told rain all over the radar here in Oakland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and... Wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On play action. Now Carr. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Carr on the bootleg. And this one is incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll drop the throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Here's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd down now after the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Carr finding Patterson there for a Raider first. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. Now Carr. Caught. right side, Jerron Brown. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Washington. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll come out in the pistol. Carr now on 3rd and goal. This is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down, Washington. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now Carr. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll run it on the toss, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Virgil Green has tied in the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Over. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Yeah, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. play fake. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and build a play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They're going to look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That is second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, under-throwing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Play clock winding down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
To throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a short return to the 6-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Three yards remaining here on second down. Staying on the ground with Washington. And an alley to run. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Janikowski now for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. That goes for a gain of 31. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now, whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Looking to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. On third and long, it's Carr.
Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
On the ground, Ivory. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tanner Gabriel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he missed it. Oh, would you believe it? It is no good. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on first and 10. Carr gives it off to Washington, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 8 yards to go here on second down. Right back to Washington. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Defense showing blitz.
On first, here's Washington down to the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Raiders, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.